Morning guys and welcome to Malaga here in Spain. Now I'm coming to you from a different room to what I've been coming to you from for the rest of this series, and that's because right now I am in a suite. Now don't worry, I haven't got all fancy overnight. Basically Costa have let me in here this morning to have a look round and also to film a room tour so that over the next couple of weeks I'll be able to get it uploaded. To be honest, by the time this video goes live, it'll hopefully be on there to show you guys what it's like to cruise in a room like this. So I should plug that if you would like to see different room types from Costa Diadema, you should now be able to access an inside cabin, an outside cabin, a balcony cabin, and also a suite on my channel. So head over and check out the Costa Diadema section. But yeah, look, my plan for today is going to be, well, I think dead chilled. I don't really know because I've never been to Malaga before, but the reason I'm so excited for this port is that loads of people on the ship and also people before getting on the ship have told me that it's absolutely beautiful. So I think there's a castle up at the top of the hill here, not promising we'll walk to that, but there's also quite a lot of beaches and there's also apparently a really beautiful like town centre or city centre. So we'll go and hopefully check out basically what is within reach of the port, because I'm doing my usual of throwing my running shoes on and just getting ready to go for a walk. But look, before we do that, I'm actually quite keen to like show you this room. It's very different to, if I can unclip you here, this might go horribly wrong if I... Okay, you're still with me. Okay, so I am now here, hello. Now, if I can show you around the room really quickly before we head out. So you come in here, you've then got on the side, like a little workstation as you come in. You then come over, you've got a living area, then you've got the bed over here. It's a decent size actually. I'd probably say it compares to like a mini suite on quite a lot of other cruise lines. Now in here, you've got like a dressing room with a sink. I'm not entirely sure what the sink would be for, but if you know, then let me know in what situation you would want a sink in a dressing room. I'm very, very intrigued. And in the bathroom, you've got his and her sinks, and then you've got a jacuzzi bath. Yeah, a lot of people will know that I always get a bit giddy when I see a bath in a cruise ship cabin, so you can imagine my delight when I saw that it was actually a whirlpool bath. So yeah, I'll take you outside and show you what the view is like from Malaga this morning. So looking out this side, this cabin is actually on a different side of the ship to the one that I'm in, so I'll take you back up there and show you the view from the other side. But where I am is more kind of looking into the dock side, and we've also got Royal Caribbean in with us today, so we have got Explorer of the Seas, I think it is, dock next door. So from my cabin, which is where we'll go to now, I'll be able to show you that. But yeah, look, let me sign out here and take you upstairs because A, I've run out of things to talk about here, and also B, I'm now holding my phone in a really awkward way. So yeah, let's shoot back upstairs and I'll catch up with you in a little minute. So yeah, now off the ship, and yeah, it doesn't feel quite as busy here as what I was expecting it to, with another relatively big ship in. So yeah, long may that continue, but I think Malaga's a bit of a tourist hotspot for like the Brits, so yeah, I think when I get in it might be a good bit busier. Now anyway, over the last hour or so, I think I may have devised a bit of a plan for today. So I'm going to go and check out like the town centre, then head over to, apparently there's a really impressive cathedral here. So yeah, definitely go and check that out. I don't think I'll bother going into it today because yeah, I think I'd much rather be out in the sunshine today. So yeah, go and check out the cathedral. And my friend Katie, so Katie, if you're watching this, she messaged me last night and said, oh, apparently there's a place that does amazing tapas directly opposite the cathedral. I think if you're standing with the cathedral behind you, it should be in front of you to the right, I think. If my memory serves me right, I'll correct that later if it's wrong. But I might have to stop for tapas purely for research purposes. And apparently there's also, I think I'll go here first, apparently there's a really good park called, it's like the Parque of Malaga, which is just outside the port boundary. So where I'm walking right now is essentially just a big straight road that takes you from the ships down into the centre. So you've got the beaches on one side, and then at the other, I guess it's a continuation of the port. There's quite a lot of ships over there. I think the park is literally just on the left hand side here, in front of like the ferries and stuff. But yeah, I think that really is the plan. Let's see what else we get up to. I've strapped my Garmin to my wrist, so we've currently done 0.7 of a kilometre. So yeah, haven't quite worked off breakfast yet. I'm hoping to get about 10 kilometres done, which should mean that we'll get to explore a decent part of Malaga. So yeah, look, let's shut off now, and I'll see you guys hopefully at the park. So found the park, and the amazing thing is this is literally just outside the port boundary. So you walk, 30 minutes from leaving the ship. The minute you leave the port, you end up here. So I am currently just walking down the pavement or the sidewalk directly outside, and this has got to be the most densely planted city that I think I've maybe ever been to. First impressions, really good. But let's curve now into the park and we'll have a look. Oh, by the way, worth mentioning, this one's totally free to go to. So if you're looking for a day out on a shoestring, or a day out where you just don't want to go and spend a fortune with the family, this might be a winner. So yeah, let me show you around the park. hope you are getting a feel for it, but the scale of this park is really, really impressive. So I wish there was an easy way for me to show you, but basically in front of me right now, there's like a couple of rows of trees, and then you've got the main road, and you can I think you can kind of see you can see traffic behind me at the moment, so that's the other side of the park. So it is quite thin, but it's incredible how densely packed this is. I did a bit of reading on the sign as you come in, and apparently they started planting this in 1900, and they kind of, well, finished it to what it was at that point to declare it finished in 1926. So it actually took 26 years to get this from the point of just being barren land, I guess, to actually being a tropical garden. They say that the speciality in here is palm trees, and it is very, very apparent because they are everywhere. I think there's probably more in this concentrated area than, than I've ever seen before. But yeah, look, really, really impressed with this. From here, I'm going to head up towards the cathedral, but see, to be honest, I'm going to try and find somewhere to go grab a coffee and just come back onto one of these benches and chill out, because I honestly feel like I'm in my own wee world sitting here. So yeah, really, really enjoying this. But yeah, let's go get a coffee, and then after that, I'll take you up and show you around the cathedral. So before we head along to the cathedral, I'm going to check out what is probably one of the most famous things about Malaga, and that is the main castle here. So I'll put the name of the castle at the bottom of the screen now, but the really impressive thing with this is that it actually dates back to the 10th century, so it is old. Now, I'm actually going to walk up. I'm not going to go in because, to be honest, I think it would probably be a little bit lost on me today. But I am going to head up the hill because apparently it's got some of the best views of the city and the port from up there. So there's a couple of different recommendations. The first one is that you can walk up and, yeah, get a bit of exercise, which is what we are going to do today. But just be warned, it's all uphill. And the second one is that, and it's, to be honest, what a lot of people on TripAdvisor are saying when I had a look, the best thing to do apparently is to take a bus up or take a taxi up and then walk back down. But we're quite lucky that time is on our side today, so all aboard tonight is at 7:30 p.m, so it's only, what, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon right now, so I've got loads of time. I'm also not going back to the ship for dinner, so, well, I will, but I'll have a buffet rather than the 6:30 slot, so we're not tied today, time-wise, at all. So yeah, time to begin tackling the hill, and I will see all of you up at the top. Do you ever start something and wish you hadn't? That's basically how I feel right now. The most shameful thing is that, you might not see them, there's actually a couple pushing a baby in a pram up here. So if they can achieve that, how I'm struggling so much to lug myself alone up this hill is, yeah, a bit of a joke. Anyway, I've been promised a kiosk at the top, so hopefully that means there'll be a snack or, I don't know, coffee or water or something, so let's keep going. Right, made it. Potentially quite offensively actually. There's people here getting out of taxis, not even broken a sweat, quite happy, and they go. And they go. Meanwhile, here's me gasping, so not sure if you can see, but I have just found a kiosk that says coffee, beer, soft drinks and ice cream. So, right, 3 guesses where I'm going. Let's get over there, grab a coffee, and then yeah, think about heading back down the hill. Right, one thing I will tell you is that this is a heck of a lot easier on the way back down. So I'm surprised at how steep it is, to be honest with you, but I would rather be going down saying to everyone as they're coming up, oh don't worry, not long to go, coffee at the top, knowing that I've done it. So anyway, that aside, we're now heading up to the cathedral, so we should be there in about, what, half an hour from now? Right, so I am now coming to you, we're 7 kilometres in, so we've nearly done the 10. I'm now coming to you from, well, directly outside the cathedral. So the cathedral is round there, and there is the line for said cathedral. And I am currently just propped against a wall, getting a bit of shade to chat to you guys. So this cathedral actually looks completely different to any that I've seen before. Really interestingly, I did a bit of Googling there, and this is actually built on the site of a former mosque, and the reason why it's so ornate and impressive on the outside is because when the Catholics rebuilt this, they wanted there to be apparently zero doubt of like the power of like their faith and their institution. So yeah, it's a really impressive building actually. What I will do, I'll take you around and show you like the other sides of this. I'm definitely not going in because A, you pay, and B, there's quite a long queue to get in, so I can't really be bothered with that for the sake of getting in for a quick look round. Interestingly, the history of this goes all the way back to like 741 AD, I think it was when I was reading it, which is completely insane. Yeah, which I'm not going to go into the history of this with you because because I'll probably get it wrong, let's be perfectly honest. But look, let's head round to the other side of the cathedral, have a look there, and then see, to be honest, I am hoping that I can find an ice cream shop or something around here because it is, it's not cold today. So yeah, cross everything that I can find some ice cream and we'll go for a look round the other side. Right, I think an afternoon here at the shops wasn't what I needed. So what's one thing that you don't do when your luggage is already significantly overweight? Buy more clothes. In my defence, these were cheap. Well, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. But yeah, I'm gonna now have to figure out how to fit another 4 items into a suitcase that I was literally like screaming trying to shut last time. So yeah, this probably isn't my finest decision, however, we live and learn. So it's now 5:30, I am going to begin heading back down to the ship. I'm still on the hunt for ice cream, so I'm going to hopefully get a cone or something en route. But yeah, I'll probably next speak to you guys when we get back down to the ship. Sail away tonight is 8 o'clock, so it's, yeah, plenty of time. I think it'll probably take about half an hour from here to get back down to the port, and then I will probably do sail away from either my balcony or the decks. I can't remember. Oh no, do you know what? I don't think I will do it from my room because my room is facing the ocean, from memory. Yes, it's facing the ocean. So we'll go somewhere to watch sail away tonight because I think leaving here is going to be really, really nice. So yeah, anyway, enough from here. I will see you guys when we get back down to the port. Right, so I'm back on the ship, in my cabin, ready to start thinking about sail away. So, yeah, when I got back on the ship there, I thought, yep, I'm just going to go and chill out upstairs for a bit. So, just went and grabbed a lounger for all of, what, about 40 minutes or so? And that brings us to now. So, what is the plan? Now, I was going to do sail away from here, but yeah, I was kind of mentioning earlier, I don't really think the view's that good from here tonight because I am looking right out at the ocean and along the coastline, which I'll put a better clip on now to show you. But yeah, I think I'm not really going to see too much doing it from here. So I'm going to quickly jump in the shower, go down for sailaway at the back of deck 5, which is it's where I sailed out of in the last episode. If you remember that sunset bar down at the very back, you get such a lovely view from down there, and it's usually really, really sheltered from the wind. So I'm going to get changed, head down there. What I did want to mention, if I can find the daily schedule, so I usually put this in my bag when I head out for the day. There it is there. So the dress code for tonight, which not sure if I mentioned earlier, but it's colourful / carnival. So if I've got it available here, I can actually show you what colourful is going to mean for me. Okay, so colourful for me, not entirely. I don't know if this is going to pass the vibe check tonight, but I might just go for it and see. So this is we're going to call it a holiday shirt. It is certainly colourful. I'm not entirely sure if it fits the carnival vibe. It's got it's got like birds on it. It's got tropical flowers on it. Funnily enough, since I bought this in the Boxing Day sale 3 years ago, I've never had an ideal opportunity to wear it. So, yeah, the thing that I found with this cruise that's been quite difficult actually is because not that many people speak English, I haven't really made many friends on here. So I do have another shirt that I could wear, but it's covered in pineapples, and I think I probably would need to be with a group of friends for self-defence if I wore that. So yeah, this, I think, is going to be the outfit of choice tonight. So I'm going to wear this and probably a pair of jeans, maybe. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a different one tonight. Let me come back to the room and I'll walk you through what's going on out and around the ship tonight, just after we've sailed out of port. But for now, I'm going to go freshen up, and yeah, I'll see all of you down at the back of deck 5. Okay, so you'll definitely be able to tell, but we have now officially left port and we are now heading back out to sea. So I'm going to have to turn around somehow because I'm currently just a shadow on this camera. But yeah, we're officially back out at sea. That's better, hello. So, the plan for tonight. Tonight is Carnival night on board, which I have no idea what that means. The dress code being colourful, I have pulled through, so I've opted for this. There is actually quite a lot of colour out and about the ship tonight. I thought I might be a lone warrior on that one, but there seems to be quite a lot, and people seem to be bought in, so hopefully all those people stay up for the Carnival. Otherwise, I'm going to look a little bit out of place. But yeah, so 8:15 tonight, you can go and make an outfit. I would imagine that's probably going to be go and make a mask or something, but we're going to miss that because I haven't had dinner yet. And I definitely will be prioritising eating before starting tonight. So yeah, look, sailaway conditions have been absolutely perfect yet again. I'm feeling like a broken record on this cruise because every single sailaway has just been so nice. You can see here, it's so calm, the water is just so still, you can barely feel it. There's some sailaways that I've done which, yeah, I'd definitely rather forget about. But yeah, this is just not one of them, nor have we had any of them this week. But yeah, let me take you upstairs and give you a look from the top. This shows how confident I am with the weather that we're now climbing a flight of stairs to get more exposed. Yeah, so up here, I have pretty much, you can see behind at the moment, pretty much, I mean I can't see, but you can, pretty much got this whole part of the ship to myself. I've said before, but this is definitely my favourite time of night on a cruise, when everyone is downstairs having dinner, getting ready to start their night. You can just chill out and wander around the open decks, and yeah, it genuinely feels as though it's me plus about 20 other people that are on board this ship tonight. So look, let's head down, get into the buffet, grab a bite to eat, and then I guess get started on tonight. So I've got the show tonight, which it turns out the show tonight is what I thought last night was going to be. So something's obviously happened there where they've just switched the nights. So it's like a classical pop fusion type singer. And after that, it'll be Carnival at 10 o'clock. Now, there are a few other bits going on around the ship, so I will take you to them, show you them, so that you can get a bit of a feel for what a night on board Costa Diadema looks like. So yeah, food time. And just like that, it's almost the end of the night. Now, almost is the key word because it's not finished yet because we haven't been to the Carnival, which is why I am walking about a cruise ship dressed like this. So I'm hoping that that actually materialises. That should be happening in about 15 minutes time. It's 10:30 at the moment. So yeah, we will head back down out the room, but I wanted to come back and just, I guess, close off on everything else with you first before we do that, because then it'll be getting late. Now, in terms of wrapping up today, Malaga, I have really enjoyed today. I didn't, well, in fact, I do know what I expected. I kind of expected Malaga to be a little bit like Britain on the beach, and hopefully you'll know what I mean by that, where I just expected it to be, you go and you get a full English breakfast on the beach, and you get really good, like, Spanish beer. I don't know why I thought it would be like that. It's just complete naivety, and actually, I am just proving that I'm probably a bit of an ignorant traveller today, where I didn't do my research and therefore I just didn't know what to expect. Now, for that reason, I'm completely blown in the other direction. Yeah, it totally caught me off guard. And actually, I stand back and say, I really, really enjoyed it. Now, would I go to Malaga for a 2-week holiday? Probably not from what I saw today, but would I go back for a long weekend? Yes, absolutely. And that to me, I mentioned in yesterday's episode, but that to me is what cruising is all about, because you can visit, in our case, over the last 14 days, I think it's 8 different places, and you might find some of them, you might say, okay, I've seen it, probably wouldn't repeat. And with others, like me with Cadiz yesterday, okay, I've seen it, I want to see more, let's go back, and you can plan in future to either come back on another cruise or come on a land-based holiday. So yeah, that to me, that really is what it's about. Now, since getting back on the ship, I have been to the buffet, which I'll have told you about already, and then I went to the evening entertainment. Now, that guy that was singing on the stage was excellent. I really, really enjoyed that. And a lot of people have asked me actually since getting on this ship, what is the entertainment on a Costa ship like? What are you actually experiencing? Because at the point of being on the ship, I have got really good mobile data during the day, so I can update you on my actions and my activities on land. And then when I get back on the ship, because it's running on satellite Wi-Fi, it's just really difficult to upload Instagram stories and to keep you updated on YouTube. So yeah, I've probably kept you guys a little bit in the dark on that one over on Instagram. Now, what I would say is that the entertainment on here, we've probably had about 60% of the time one singer on a stage singing along to either backing tracks or singing along to, it's not an orchestra, but it's like a 4-piece or a 5-piece band at times. Now, that to me, I think it's been really, really good. The shows haven't repeated. It's been a different show every single night, which I really, really respect, because when I was on MSC World Europa, some shows were running for 2 or 3 nights in a row, and once you'd seen it once, you couldn't go back a second or a third time. So this is great how every single night it's a different performer. I think Costa they must be bringing them on and off at the ports that we're docking in, but I mean, I am absolutely none the wiser, which is how you know it's just working. Now, if that's 60% of the time, the other 40%, we are, I guess, experiencing what you'd probably call like a production team show, would that be it? Where the in-house entertainment team, who are the specialist entertainers on the ship, then conduct a stage show, which is usually written and designed specifically for the cruise line, in some cases even for an individual cruise ship. Now, the shows that we've seen from those guys have been a bit hit or a miss in my opinion, but the ones that we've seen that have worked have really, really worked. We saw one last night which had like Irish dancing in it, and I mean, it was absolutely fantastic, but there was one a few nights ago where it was a bit sort of, okay. Now, what I've put that down to, I don't think, I mean, it's not the skill or the quality of entertainers. I think what it is just a wee bit the language barrier, because some performances, because we're trying to entertain in English, trying to entertain in Spanish, trying to entertain in Italian, trying to entertain in German, it can get quite difficult. And it'll be really, really interesting to see what European cruise lines do in the future, because what I did see on World Europa was that the primary language on there was English, but then that was the majority of what they were serving. The primary language on here is Italian, but then English speakers are an absolute minority, so it would be wrong of me to actually sit here and say, I wish Costa did their entertainment in English, because at the end of the day, we only make up, at the moment, about 9% of the cruising population on here, so why would you make the primary language ours? Now, that does not mean that I don't understand anything, because you'll probably find that 30-40% of the show is in English. It just takes a little bit of getting used to. And I think that's probably everything that I wanted to catch up with you guys on tonight. Now, I really hope that you are enjoying this series. If you are, it would be amazing if you think about giving the video a thumbs up, because it really helps the channel. And also, if you want to come along on the rest of my year at sea, then absolutely please feel free to do so. You can join me by subscribing to the channel, which you should be able to do directly underneath the video. But yeah, I think nothing else from me tonight other than thank you, and let's go and check out the Carnival. Brilliant. See you later, guys. Bye.